So tonight at 10, we are learning new details about a deadly shooting at a Delhi Township smoke shop. Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan O'Rourke in for Tricia tonight.
And I'm Rob Williams. Our Peyton Marshall sat down with Delhi Township Police to discuss the latest indictment. As you can see, she joins us live with more.
Yeah, Rob, what I can tell you is that Tony Thacker has now been charged in connection to the shooting. But when I spoke with Chief Braun, he says he anticipates that another arrest will be made. Now, I asked him for more details about that. He couldn't provide me more details at this time because he says this is still very much an active investigation.
The case was presented to the grand jury, two separate cases, actually. One for the one gentleman that was arrested last week, Carter. And then the second one was for the employees of the vape store.
Chief Braun says 29-year-old Tony Thacker is now being charged in connection with the shooting. Tony was the manager of this VIP smoke shop in the Delhi Plaza. It's also where he lives. Delhi police say on October 20th, 4 suspects threw rocks in the front door to get inside. And once inside, Tony heard the sound of the glass break and came out with a gun. According to police, Tony shot and killed one of the suspects, 16-year-old Travis Johnson. Hamilton County Prosecutor Melissa Powers says the other suspects ran off into stolen cars.
Couldn't they say this was self-defense?
So basically, obviously there was a death in this case. That death was ruled self-defense. But after Mr. Thacker shot that individual, he continued through the store, followed the perpetrators outside, and was shooting at them as they were driving away. So it's a little hard to say it's self-defense when somebody's driving away.
The Hamilton County prosecutor says Tony and his brother Malachi Thacker tried to disable the shop's security system and remove shell casings once the suspects left. Malachi was later indicted on 2 counts of tampering with evidence.
People have the right to stand their ground and protect themselves if somebody breaks in your home, your business, or, of what have you there. But as far as when somebody is fleeing away from you, in this case driving away, it's a little hard to say that you're obviously protecting yourself when they're driving away from you.
19-year-old Amonte Carter faces several charges, including murder and burglary. A 15-year-old boy, a 16-year-old girl, and a 17-year-old boy are also being charged with murder in this case. I asked Chief Braun if the fact that this case happened at Tony's place of residence and work impacted the case.
By definition, it makes it an occupied structure, which makes it a burglary when on the other side of the case, as far as the perpetrators were charged with burglary and murder because they were committing a burglary and a death occurred. So they were charged with that. And what we like to say in this particular case, it's 2 separate cases. Once the death occurred and the subjects fled, the first one stopped and stand your ground applied on as far as on the death. But when they left and they ran and they drove away and he continued to fire at them is when it becomes a problem.
Chief Braun says the grand jury indicted Tony Thacker on 8 counts.
5 felonious assaults, 2 weapons under disability, and 1 tamper with evidence charge.
You said 2 weapons under disability. Can you talk to me about that?
So basically, he's got a felony conviction, so he's not illegally allowed to possess a firearm.
And, with another arrest being anticipated, I asked the chief, is the community, do they need to be concerned about that? He said no, he doesn't feel that there's any reason for the community to feel alarmed. Again, this is very much an active investigation. Reporting live here in Delhi, Peyton Marshall, Fox 19 Now.